two-wheeler talk. The 2026 Yamaha XT500 has finally made its much-anticipated return, reviving a name that once defined the dual sport world. It's a modern reimagination of the legendary thumper that carved a legacy back in the A70s and A80s, and Yamaha's engineers have worked tirelessly to blend nostalgic design with cutting-edge technology. For riders who crave retro charm with contemporary performance, the new XT500 is not just a motorcycle, it's an experience. At the heart of the 2026 XT500 is a newly developed 499cc single-cylinder engine. Unlike the air-cooled engine of the original, this version is liquid-cooled, 4-valve, and fuel-injected, delivering consistent power across a broad RPM range. Yamaha has tuned the motor for smooth torque delivery, making it perfect for city commuting, gravel road exploring, or spirited rail riding. The engine pushes out around 42 horsepower and 43 Nm of torque, numbers that may not seem outrageous, but they're more than enough for the XT's weight class and intended purpose. The engine's feel is classic thumper, throaty, pulsing, and real but refined with Yamaha's modern fuel mapping, ride-by-wire throttle system, and dual-mode engine mapping. There's even a traction control system, although it's switchable for those who prefer full rider control off-road. Yamaha's engineers have managed to preserve the visceral experience that XT fans loved while adding a layer of sophistication that makes it more versatile in today's riding environments. In terms of handling, the XT500 shines with its lightweight, agile nature, tipping the scales at just under 160 kilograms wet. It feels flickable and sure-footed both on pavement and dirt. The bike's double cradle steel frame pays homage to the original but incorporates aluminum reinforcements to keep weight down and rigidity up. The chassis geometry is optimized for both urban maneuverability and off-road control, with a rake and trail combination that balances stability and responsiveness. Suspension duties are handled by a long travel 43mm Kib inverted fork up front and a preload adjustable monoshock at the rear. Both ends offer around 220mm of travel, enough to comfortably soak up potholes in the city or ruts on forest trails. The suspension isn't overly stiff or overly plush. It strikes a middle ground that works for most real-world dual sport scenarios. Braking is modern and confidence-inspiring. Up front, there's a 290mm pedal-style disc with a 2-piston caliper, while the rear features a 240mm disc. ABS is standard and features dual modes, road and off-road. In off-road mode, the rear ABS is disengaged to allow controlled skids when terrain gets loose. The braking setup is not overly aggressive, but very effective and modulated for the type of riding the XT500 invites. Stylistically, the 2026 XT500 is a head-turner. It blends vintage cues like the tank-mounted Yamaha logo, a round LED headlamp housed in a retro bezel, and a flat bench seat with modern accents. The bodywork is minimal and functional, with exposed mechanical elements that emphasize its utilitarian roots. Color options include a faithful throwback white and red scheme reminiscent of the original XT, as well as a matte black and titanium combo for a more contemporary look. The round digital LCD display is compact but informative, showing gear position, trip meters, fuel level, tachometer, and even a compass, a nod to its adventure-ready spirit. The switchgear is tactile and minimalist, with a dedicated toggle for traction control and ride modes. A USB-C charging port is tucked neatly under the bars, allowing riders to keep their devices powered during long rides. Yamaha has gone the extra mile in designing the ergonomics. The seat height is a manageable 860mm, and the bike has a narrow waist, making it easier to flatfoot despite its tall stature. The handlebars are wide and slightly raised for a commanding view, while the pegs are grippy and well-positioned for both seated and standing riding styles. This makes the XT500 equally at home navigating tight city streets, winding back roads, or rocky trails. In terms of performance, the XT500 isn't trying to be the fastest or most powerful bike on the market. Instead, it focuses on usable torque, linear power delivery, and predictability. It's a bike that encourages exploration rather than outright speed. The gear ratios are spaced intelligently, with a shorter first and second gear for off-road agility and longer upper gears for highway cruising. Cruising at 100 km/h is relaxed, and fuel economy is another strong point. Riders can expect close to 30 km/h in mixed conditions, thanks to its efficient fuel injection system and lightweight build. One of the XT500's most compelling aspects is its dual sport nature. Unlike full-blown enduro bikes that are uncomfortable on the highway, or adventure bikes that are bulky off-road, the XT500 hits a sweet spot. It's light enough to handle rugged trails and sand without fatigue, but planted enough to tackle daily highway runs. That duality gives it a flexibility many riders will appreciate, whether they're weekend adventurers or daily commuters looking for a bit of weekend escape. Yamaha has also made sure that the XT500 is adventure-ready out of the box. It comes with optional factory accessories like soft panniers, a rear rack, center stand, engine guards, and handguards. These bolt-on parts make it easy to tailor the XT500 to your riding style, whether it's light touring, long-distance off-road travel, or city riding with a rugged twist. From a technology standpoint, the 2026 XT500 walks a fine line. It offers just enough to feel modern and safe without overcomplicating the riding experience. There's no TFT screen, no Bluetooth connectivity, and no app integration, and that's entirely by design. Yamaha wanted to keep the XT500 raw, focused, and authentic. It's a purist's machine in a world full of tech-heavy motorcycles. Now let's talk about pricing. Yamaha positioned the 2026 XT500 very competitively, with a starting price of approximately $7,999, for a bike that offers legendary styling, dual-purpose capability, and modern engineering. This price point hits a sweet spot. It undercuts many adventure bikes while delivering more off-road credibility than most scramblers in the same range. In markets like Europe, Australia, and parts of Asia, where dual sport and retro bikes enjoy a cult following, the XT500 is expected to be a hit. It appeals not just to nostalgic riders who remember the original XT, but also to a new generation of riders looking for a dependable, stylish, and simple machine that can take them just about anywhere. Another key selling point is reliability. Yamaha is known for bulletproof engines and minimal maintenance requirements, and the XT500 continues that tradition. Valve checks are spaced out, oil changes are simple, and the overall design is rugged and repairable. That makes it a great choice for remote travel or riders who prefer wrenching their own bikes. When you look at the competition, the XT500 stands in a category of its own. It's not trying to be a high-strung motocross bike or a tech-laden adverb machine. It offers a balanced and honest, no-nonsense motorcycle that brings back the essence of riding. Competitors like the Royal Enfield Himalayan or Honda CRF 300L offer similar dual sport credentials, but neither has the nostalgic allure or refined package that Yamaha delivers with the XT500. To sum it up, the 2026 Yamaha XT500 is more than just a motorcycle, it's a cultural revival. It blends old-school looks with new-school performance, offers just the right amount of tech, and delivers versatility for riders of all skill levels. Whether you're heading off-road for a weekend adventure, carving backroads on a sunny day, or just looking for a stylish commuter with a rugged soul, the XT500 rises to the occasion. For those who appreciate motorcycles that tell a story and deliver genuine riding joy, the XT500 is back, and it's better than ever. Yamaha has crafted a machine that respects its legendary roots while embracing the needs of the modern rider. From its punchy engine and versatile chassis to its retro looks and accessible pricing, the 2026 XT500 is destined to become a future classic, just like the original. Stay tuned to Two Wheeler Talk for more deep dive reviews, real-world tests, and all things two wheels. Ride safe, ride smart, and keep exploring.